Whatever is the problem, there are two types of questions on academics. One is close-ended ones, direct. Another one is how. How is hidden, along with the what. For example, what is your favorite subject for computer science students? I turned up with any language, right? For mechanical engineering students, what is your favorite subject? Sir, automobile engineering I have done, and my favorite is passenger car business units, Indian. Now, what could be the questions? Few related to academics, right? But don't leave the business part also, awareness part also. When I'm using also makes it secondary. But the problem is, it has to be primarily that. Okay, there are two primary. Is it necessary to have just one primary thing? Do I need to talk about, if I have prepared spares and parts, do I need to know about the companies who are the leaders in this field or not? Yes or no? If somebody asks you about, okay, name all the, suppose I said passenger car business unit, right? Talk on the models of Volvo, Swedish car. Okay, name some French cars. You're getting the point? Okay, you have to prepare. Prepare in details. Sir, my favorite area is C++. Define inheritance. No, questions won't be like this. Right? They'll be based on application part. They may ask you to pen down a program. So prepare properly. Prepare from the business angle, prepare from the academics angle, prepare from the subjects angle, and make sure that you highlight it over there. You mention it that this is what I have prepared. Okay, be proactive. Don't wait for bombardment of questions to happen. Right? And then you realize after a couple of minutes that yes, I have done a blunder, now I should direct him towards my area of strength. Or do it earlier. Be proactive. Proactive is the word. Whether it is family or your dwelling place or your hobbies, whatever you are mentioning, right? Or even your idol, whom do you look up to? Somebody asks you, suppose. Then you have to solve the purpose of the interview. Please, friends, understand. Anyhow, you have to give the interviewer enough of reasons to make you get selected. You don't have to directly, like, again, I'll take the word, the beautiful word which somebody used from this side. Sales. You have to sell yourself, right? When it comes to family, if I'm doing like this, sir, in my family there are 5 members, my friend, my father, my mother, and all that. Will it work? I have 2 brothers, 3 sisters. Will it suffice? No, it won't, right? So what should I be doing? Or shall I mention it like this? I have learned this. Learned is what? Well pronounced, right? But every single person will be turning up with these words. So where is the differentiating factor? Sir, my mother is a housewife. So again, what needs to get incorporated out here? Change the monotony of these words, right? If I'm talking on my mother, it could be like this. Sir, the way my mother manages home affairs, external affairs, and internal affairs. See, this is not flowery. You may or may not accept it. Okay. I'll make it simple. So when it comes to managing finance, whatever money my dad provides to her, she manages it stupendously, magnificently, right? Never to say no is her attitude, right? Anyhow, she is able to perform all her duties within that limit and within that stipulated time also. So what are you doing? Basically, when you are highlighting these things, what are you doing? You are basically not selling the virtues of your mother. You are selling yourself. How? When you praise somebody, that means what? Either you have inculcated those qualities or you are trying to inculcate in both the cases. It is going to solve the purpose of the interview. Right? Are you able to understand or not? Yes or no? Move on to the next. Idle, I have all. Okay, idle. Ask, whom do you look up to? If suppose somebody asks you, sir, my dad, Jawaharlal Nehru, Narendra Modi, Bill Clinton, Swami Vivekanand, names won't work. Please don't get emotionally attached with these names. These are variable stuffs. What matters is, again, you have to solve the purpose of the interview. Whether it is your father or Swami Vivekanand, even. In any case, you have to turn up with the virtues you look up to. Or you may look up to many people. Right? And not only qualities. See, qualities are hidden. Suppose somebody asks you, whom do you look up to? I look up to Swami Vivekanand, sir. Shall I stop and wait for the next question? Or I should be a little bit more proactive. I should be able to anticipate what exactly he is looking for. Because there are always three parts of an answer. What, so what, and what now? What is the question? Whom do you look up to? So I look up to Swami Vivekanand. So what? Explain. Because that is hidden. Right? Why do you look up to him? Give him reasons. And those reasons could be, see, I can give you just examples because there is nothing so infectious as an example, right? But the important thing is you have to learn to devise these things by your own. You have to think on these lines. You have to prepare FAQs, right? So let us discuss on the what, so what sort of thing, right? So what has been defined, that is Swami Vivekananda. So what is? Sir, I look up to Swami Vivekananda because of these reasons. A, use some data. When he spoke in Shakespeare's Club of Pasadena, Chicago, he talked on universal religion, right? You need to learn mercifulness from Christianity, the way to salvation from Hinduism, brotherhood from Islam, right? Talk on these lines. Elaborate more. Don't stop then and there. Okay? Then, will it suffice even if I elaborate here on this? No, it won't. I have to add what now as well. What now is something which is generally missing. What now means, so what should I do as an interviewer? If I complete my answer right here, if I give a pause to it right here, that universal religion part, I have ended up, then it will look incomplete or not. He will cross question you, and that is where the real cross question happens. Same goes with your projects also, right? What did you do? Sir, I did this, and these were the achievements. Okay, you are talking about just the output part. I am more interested in how. Why? I am more interested in how because I would be able to incorporate only that how. Whatever you have achieved is gone past, it's over, it's finished off, right? It is done. Now what is important is, to me as an interviewer, what matters is how he would be incorporating that particular stuff out here in my company. Will he be able to utilize it? I should be able to see to it. It has to have visibility, your answer. Therefore, it becomes very important for you to talk on what now. So there are three parts: what, so what, and what now. In simple words, problem, solution we have talked on. These two things you are good at this. But the third one is very crucial, that is benefits. What are the benefits you are getting out of it? So, talking on the universal religion, benefits, what are you deriving out of it is? Come on, let's do it. What should I say? Swami Vivekananda I talked on, universal religion I talked on, then what now? Solve the purpose of the interview. Right? That togetherness, sir. Universal religion means faith above logic sometimes. It is very crucial. That faith has to be there. Right? And sir, it has immensely helped me. Even in X project. Right? That faith was there. That is why I could give full throttle. I was failing continuously. Invariably, I was failing. Then I went to my bosses, right? I expanded my proximity. I expanded my reachability, right? I asked for time. I asked for support, right? Then they mentored me. And subsequently, I moved ahead with it. I did not give up in the middle of it, right? That really helped me to attain this target, right? So in this fashion, what now becomes very, very crucial, whether it is your projects or ideal or family or whatever open-ended question has been given to you, everywhere what now matters, okay? Next, achievements. We have already talked on the achievements part. Achievement means, there are two types of achievements. One is academic, another one is non-academic. I should not be, see, what should I incorporate in achievement? On whatever I am comfortable. On whatever I think that 7 on 10 I can easily answer. I should incorporate, right? I may not have stood first in that particular thing. Clive Lloyd won how many World Cups? 2. If Clive Lloyd is getting interviewed, so shall he come with the trophy, the World Cup trophy which he has won? No, he should be able to answer those questions, that's it. Whatever interviewer is asking. It's simple. Right? So, just be sure of your achievements. If you think that you really want to highlight an area where you do not have many credentials as of now, right? But yes, you can answer questions. Then make sure that you incorporate it. Don't be hesitant. Move on. Now, this is the most crucial. Why? 95% rejection happens only on this question. Why? You can check it out.